We hear stories all the time about homeowners associations going too far.
Well, tonight, a 70-year-old Loveland woman says that's exactly what happened with her HOA when her automatic payments to cover dues stopped working and then they foreclosed on her home.
Well, she reached out to Contact 7's Jacqueline Allen to tell her story, and Jacqueline found that she is not alone.
I love this house. I like Loveland. I like Colorado.
Home. It's what Martha Hummel called this quiet Loveland cul-de-sac for 20 years until she got the notice of eviction.
They stole my house from me, and I had no idea. She took pictures of
Years ago, this 70-year-old retiree set up automatic payments for her Homeowners Association dues. Then, a health condition combined with severe depression left her incapacitated on her couch, surviving on Domino's pizza.
How many years of pizza boxes are we looking at?
8 years.
You ate pizza only for 8 years.
Yes, over 8 years, yes.
If you were to drive up from the outside and look at this house, you would assume that it was an abandoned property.
Her attorney, Troy Krenning, says while Martha paid her bills, she never left the house, not even checking the mailbox. When the HOA management company changed, her automatic due payments stopped for almost 2 years.
When they did knock on the door and tell her that she had 3 days to get out of her house, she immediately reached out for help.
The first Martha says she heard of late dues was when she was served this eviction notice. The amended Windsong HOA had foreclosed on her home, forcing the house to be sold at sheriff's auction, an investor buying it for pennies on the dollar.
They bought this house for $19,000.
And how much is it worth?
It's probably worth $370,000.
No one with the amended Windsong HOA would speak on camera. An attorney sent this statement describing what happened as a last resort, saying they sent notification by mail and attempted personal contact no less than 4 times.
When you buy into an HOA, you sign a contract to pay those dues.
Stan Harincevich is president of the Colorado HOA Forum and says while what happened to Martha is tragic, it's probably legal and more common than you think.
And there's like these profiteers, as you call them, vultures. They look for these situations and they bid on these homes. There ought to be reform in this area about these super liens and selling homes for way under market price.
And I didn't want to cry on TV, and I'm trying to compose myself.
Emotional. Martha is in a fight for her home, saying she was never notified, and this could happen to anyone.
If I had known, I would have paid it. And I'm willing to pay whatever arrears that I owe. That's my responsibility.
Now, a judge allowed Martha to keep possession of her house until she can tell her side of the story in court next month. Until then, she wants to share her story to let others know they can lose their home and all the equity for not paying HOA dues. And Shannon?
Oh, that is
incredible.
an eye-opener. Terrible. Thank you, Jacqueline.